What's going on, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. We're going to dive back into GBTC, which is Grayscale's Bitcoin fund. This acts like an ETF where people can invest their money through regular stock brokerage places like E-Trade, Ameritrade, things like that. And they can gain exposure in their portfolios to Bitcoin without actually having to go into a crypto exchange like Coinbase or Gemini or Kraken, Binance, etc., and get involved with Bitcoin that way. So we're going to talk about GBTC because there are some metrics involved with GBTC that signal when times are good to get into it, as well as where pops may come from in the price of Bitcoin. So we're going to take a look at that chart and also check out this article by Forbes. Institutional money has arrived in Bitcoin. So we'll talk about this as well. So without further ado, guys, let's dive into this video.
Trade Genius.
Okay, guys, institutional money has arrived in Bitcoin as Grayscale sees record $600 million in inflows. So this was for the year of 2019. That's more than 2013 through 2018 combined as far as inflows go into this fund. So big growth spurt there for Bitcoin. This fund is important to track because this is actually affecting the underlying Bitcoin. This isn't like futures where it's just cash settled. This actually affects the physical Bitcoins because people buy into this fund. Each share is worth 0.009 BTC. The fund goes out and buys more BTC to back the shares. Okay, so this is when you're buying into this fund, you're ultimately affecting the physical market by them buying more Bitcoin to back the shares purchased through the fund. So it's important to understand that this is growing and continues to grow at a faster pace. Now, diving into the chart, what I want you to look at is this lower pane. This is how we track the premiums. Obviously, if premiums are high in this red banded area, we don't really want to be buying GBTC because it's really expensive relative to the price of Bitcoin. So normally when you see GBTC at about 25%, so 0.25 premium, 25% premium, that's about par. If you're buying GBTC there, that's about par for what the market will pay over spot. Now you might be asking yourself, why pay 25% more than the actual spot price of Bitcoin? Well, that's because it's a matter of convenience. You don't have to go through the hoops to get into the crypto universe. You don't have to go through another exchange. You simply, through your existing stock brokerage account, are going to buy shares of GBTC and you'll have exposure to the Bitcoin upside growth potential. So the market says it's worth 25% to them. Okay, so this is, again, if nobody buys into GBTC, the premium would drop, and then that would be the established range for the premium. This is just the market telling us that's what they're willing to spend over the spot price of Bitcoin to gain exposure. Okay, so there's a matter of convenience that's kind of built in as a premium, and so this premium we can track. Now, if you'll notice, we're in this green band. Now, this is an area of interest because when the premium gets cheap like this, right now, it's relatively cheap. 18.5%. And when we get into this range, it usually indicates not only a great spot to get into GBTC for upside pops, and you can go back to the end of the bear market down in here. Obviously, if you got into these levels, you had an opportunity here. You had an opportunity back in February, and it dipped in there a couple more times. But anywhere in here, if you got into these levels where it dipped into this green zone, you saw a huge gain, up to 4x. And likewise, coming off of that big pop, if you got back into it back down in here in October, again, you saw another nice pop, 25 to 30%, depending where you got in at on that as well. So again, we're here in these levels. Now, this is probably going to see a larger pop to the upside because we're heading toward halving. So, and we have a gap up here on the CME futures at around 11,700 or so plus. So I think that's a decent target from these levels. And the last time we were in the 11,700 area on Bitcoin, GBTC was trading up near $16. So from these levels, that's a big jump. You'd be looking at something like a 50% jump in price. So we're long. We've been getting long on this most recent pullback. Our final level to leg in at was at $8. So we laddered in. So we're nice and green on this trade so far in the room. And we'll be looking at both Bitcoin price action and these premium levels to let us know when it might be a good time to start taking profits on this trade. And again, if you're interested in joining us in the room, head over to tradelikeagenius.com and check out our specials there. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that, again, GBTC is signaling a buy at this point in time, and we should see pretty decent gains from here. I would say upwards of 50% going into halving are possible at this point. So there you have it, guys. The GBTC chart, premiums, excellent value right here, and a nice setup going into halving. I appreciate you guys watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Really helps out our channel. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Trade Genius.